Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. On play action, they'll throw. There's Chris Olave. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Murray now to throw. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Marquise Bell in on that stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Okay, ready? 19 right. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
2nd and 6. The pass caught by Olave. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On the move to his left. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. And the point after, good by Groupie. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And just shutting him off there. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That's good for a Cowboy.
First down, here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it second down and 12. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. So a player shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. Now second and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. To throw, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Over the middle, complete. It's Baker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Brian Brzee gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
At the 27-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd down and 6. To throw is Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
And now an audible here into something else.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 42 yards.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The point after, good by Groupie.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And running with power here.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Throwing now is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baker. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there of 22. On play action, it's Murray.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
They'll go up the middle with White. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, 7.
Looking to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A man who started collegiately and stayed at TCU, it's Kendre Miller.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He'll look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try the right side here with White.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Second and 9.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third down, Murray.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
This one taken in by Olave.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 34. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second down and 4. And he's going to try and do this himself.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I can say...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the car.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap, and this time the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play, and even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Coming left is Kamara. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Chris Olave.
34 yards.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And that stretches the lead to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb,
54 yards.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Kamara. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Saints add 6 to their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Murray going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now it's Murray. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd and 10. Murray now. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly